Welcome back, YouTubers. It's your host Oliver speaking here. Let's see, we're having CWL week 6 and we were facing LP5 Titans. So I'm thinking we're going to jump right into the attacks and watch me drop down on a 10 on 10 with my 11 count. And see some loon action here. Here you can see we're making them funneling to be sure everything's going right into that inferno. Brought 2 jumps to get into the center of the core with my kill squad to take out the CC defending and the archer queen in the center. And as you can see, my kill squad is going through the whole base, and the 2 loons on each mortar are deployed now, and 1 lava loon to distract the air defense, and another lava to help the one survives, and soon some hasty spells. Let's see, here comes a freeze, and this base is already dead. The loon is still up, sorry, the hound is still up. Don't know why, but I've been saying loons instead of hounds all week long. You can see the queen coming in from behind and helping out with the Teslas and taking out everything nicely. So it's only a matter of time and clean up. It was a great start on this war. This war was really lovely because it was our first war ever. We cleaned all 9s with 9s. So we had a lot of scouts with Talon 9s on Talon 10s. Unfortunately, we got a lot of 99%, and then we tried to clean them up for 4 or 5 raids, and we still turned out 90 to 95% on those raids. So we didn't get the score we expected to get, but here you see at least 1 10 on 10 versus 10. It's Echo going in to take out the queen and 1 inferno. And here's he got a little bit lucky because the queen is going outside and going to take down the archer tower and the second air defense there. He's just gonna wait out, so he says that the queen is still alive and managing to take out that air defense before he starts the loons. And there it goes. And here's come ballooning. He's gonna drop the second hound there also. Just to try to get the straight path into the Inferno Tower. He's gonna drop a free spell. Another hasty spell. Speedy. Let's go here. Yeah, now you can see that both hounds are dead and starting to clean up with the pups, and now he has his last heal to keep them alive versus the 2 Wiz Towers and the last little Tesla. And got a nice loon arm cap. So well done, AK-47. Jumping down to some Talon 9 action now. As we finally got some. Fun. Let's see, it's Baghdad Bob. And you can see here the base doesn't look like a normal Talon 9 bases. I think a lot of people is trying to build different designs now just to make the attacker confused and maybe miss 1 time or the first fresh hit. I don't know about this base design. I think it's a little bit too easy to go into the core, and then it's no trouble at all to hog or loon the rest in the back end. As you can see, he's bringing 3 golems to tank his Q squad, so they're getting inside the base.
Fan, stenhårt blir alltså.
Yeah, and here comes the Hawks. As you can see, doesn't even need a heal spell for, so it's a nicely planned attack. Also strange base. Well, yeah, for another thing, I finally solved my widescreen problems. It looks much more nicer when we are recording now instead of having 2 black sides. Let's go down to Mr. Krusty the Clan. Go into number 14. Also gonna use a stoned hog attack. I think that is almost the safest attack right now, to do stoned hog or maybe air. Depends on how it looks. Normal. Yeah, I mean he's trying to reach me. Let's see. But the best thing with Tunnel 9s right now is to go with 2 golems and a big kill squad, or 3 golems and the same kill squad actually. To just try to jump with 2 free jumps and jumping all around the base, and then cleaning up the last things behind it. It's so strong with 3 golems and the boulders behind with a heal spell and stuff like that. It's almost never a base that survives. It's only when if the troops go to the right or left, maybe it can go wrong. Here you can see Krusty is waiting really long until the golems is tanking, because he only has 1 heal spell. So he's gonna drop them there to keep the Hawks alive before hitting into the last area and filling up with some extra Hawks on the cannon. Always good to have 3-4 Hawks in the bag, so you can otherwise use them for cleanup, or you can fill out so the Hawks do the pathing better versus the defense. Yeah, speed it up. We're going with I Ain't a Noob. Our guy from Iceland. Everyone knows how to clap the Icelandic volcano after the World Cup in football. And another funny fact is that they have gorgeous women in Iceland. So if you want to go to marry, I think the government actually is funding you, because they have 2 little men. So if you want to get score, so you can go to Iceland. Or you're just visit me in Sweden. I'm gonna show you some nice girls. Unfortunately, not everyone is blonde hair anymore here, but they still look pretty damn amazing. Here comes Mr. Groot. Trying to funneling in it so it goes both to the core and to the queen, and getting the CC in the meanwhile. Getting some Tesla problem, trying to hug them, doesn't really go as planned, but yeah, they're gonna get down. So, elephant is running outside of my villa. Shut up, please. And here comes the rest of the Hawks. I have 2 heal spells. Don't think he's gonna need to use more than 1. Here comes the first one. You can see the queen is helping cleaning up this nicely. It's only the 2 mortals left. Gonna swag the little heal spell. Under CC. Nicely done, Emil. And yeah, here comes Björn's small Tunnel 9 account. It's actually soon maxed out, so he's gonna have 2 Tunnel 9s by then. That's if I had everything said. Like, if you have heroes 2020, you can 3-star a max Tunnel 9. If you have 25 heroes, you should 3-star a max Tunnel 9. And with 30, it's just getting a little bit easier. I know people with 15 heroes who have 3-star mine designs. So it's fully possible if you have a good plan. Especially when you can do like this, you don't even have to take down queen anymore. Yes. Or just use queen versus queen and cloaker, and then do a pentaloon or quadroloon with hail spells and heal, and then you're gonna get the base. It's all about planning. Here you can see how it deploys the looms very well. Still hasn't dropped his Barb King. Didn't need it. And some clean up on the builder's hut in the corners and some extra minions and stuff like that. So I wonder where he gonna put his Barb King. Somewhere. Oh, there it goes. Rage! Wait for me! Hey! Nicely swagged, Björn. And well performed raid. Okay, Dessa is going to do his famous Pekka walk. He's going up there at 12 o'clock. Getting messages everywhere. That was the problem for me having 3 accounts or 4 accounts this war. We went out to celebrate another clan member. It's a birthday, so we just not spammed away the attack, but we did them really fast. And it was maybe 6 to 7 accounts, and our hit rate was terrible. So we actually did out pretty well because the other guys saved us because we just threw our attacks away. I think if we had like 16 attacks, only 4 was 3-stars or something like that, with Tunnel 11 and 9s. And I missed my tunnel 10 with 2 1-stars also, I think, so wasn't even close. So thank you the rest of the clan for saving this war for us, because we didn't do anything good. Also hard when it's every Friday and Saturday. You have to find your time to be home and not going out and not having plans. It works, but it's kind of pain on the ass. Sorry, pain in the ass sometimes. And here you see the last builder's hut is going down. So nicely free start. Got some raids left here. Master Yoga. Doing an old school Go Hog. The classic with 2 golems. And the cleanup on the sides. Using queen in the middle or on one side behind the golems to clean up so you don't waste any troops. And then we just go in to the core, killing everything except the queen that doesn't really seems to die. But yeah, there she goes. Yeah, I remember this base. I think I failed it. I should wall break where he put his jump. And yeah, it didn't go as planned. As planned. I think there's some Teslas in the 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock. Yeah, okay, just swarming them with hawks and another heal spell. Gonna get them through. Let's see. And the last bomb tower, and this tower is going down. And I think it's gonna fill up with the extra 3 hawks at 12 o'clock. Yep, there we come. This base is done. I don't remember how much trouble the barking did. Because he can be a pain in the ass sometimes when you're going down like this. You don't know if a hawk is going to target him the Barb King plate or the Barb King himself. That can be really not funny if you end up with 99% and only the Barb King plate left. Okay, jumping into Björn's second attack. Oh, nicely killed. Ah, strange. Why did the baby dragon target? Ah, okay, it was the CC Valkyrian there. I thought he would drop the Valkyrian, so the baby dragon should target him that instead of the queen, but now I understand why. Okay, Suicide King versus the queen, taking her out. Doing some extra work with the queen just to get small things out from the funneling towards the air defense and heal. Maybe gonna need to put an extra haste spell. Nope. Oh, there it comes. Yeah, and then you're gonna keep the last heal for the Wisp Towers and the 2 Archer Towers at 11 o'clock or 10. Keeping them in full health and a lot of loons left and a lot of cleanup left. Nicely done raid. 3 stars. Well then. So after this, let's see, we must be 6-1 or 5-1 after this game. Actually, we just finished in hours. I can't speak today. Sorry about that. We actually just finished our last CWL game, so I'm going to do the recap after this. So I know how that game went, so I'm not going to say if it says 5-1 or 6-1 or 5-2. We will see tomorrow. But we are in a pretty good spot to get into the semi-finals of this War League. The Champions War League. You can see Snake is almost getting there, getting fried on the last defenses. The Queen with full health and some healers, she's gonna get it. Also a lot of troops behind Burger King. Burger King going down. This is so typical. We have like cleanup troops and the skeleton spells drag them away so we die. It always happens to me. Well done, Snake. Another 3-star for you. Let's go with Carl. He's played really well the last 3 wars. Has a record of 3 out of 4 or 4 out of 4. And unfortunately, this war he upgraded both Bark King and Queen by mistake. So we told him just to scout Talon 9s to do a solid 2-star. So we could see what he had in with Lancaster defense, and he got 2 stars with 68 and 66%. So it was pretty amazing without any heroes. And as you can see here, he's raping this base. Everything went as planned. Still had his lava hound and a lot of loons and the queen. Let's jump into the last raid of this recap. It's Diablo, aka Leo, going into clean number 28. Mini nose hose. Can't see my screen. I have the recording so small. As you can see here, it's going in with the golems and going to clean with some back end loons for the rest of the base. Everything goes as planned, except the queen goes down instead of going to the core and taking out the last air defense. But as you can see, it's not so much things shooting at queen, and the most important with things like this, when you're doing with 3 golems, you have to wait for the kill squad to get into the core, get into the backside of a base. After it does it, then you start the hawks or the loons. So all the back end defenses are targeting your kill squad, while then you don't have to use any heals, stuff like that. Unfortunately, now the queen is down in the south at 6 o'clock, and not taking out the air defense as she was supposed to. But you will see the Leauge are taking down the rest of the defense, and when you have one air defense defending versus air ground troops, you know you're not gonna make it. So this is all from this recap. Good game, LP5 Titans, and best wishes for you in the future. And that's it. Over and out from Oliver.